Hey, what's up guys, and thanks for tuning into your fourth C++ tutorial. So in the last tutorial, we learned a little bit about variables. So now we're going to start using variables. All the variables that we used in the last video, we assign them their own values. And, that's certainly something that's very useful, but sometimes it's good to get, variables or information that the user enters. So in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you guys about cin. So we're going to start this thing. We're going to just create a string variable, which is, once again, is just to declare the type of variable, and we're going to give it a name, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to see out to the screen. Actually, we're just going to say, what is your name? And we're going to do \n, just to end line. And we're going to say what your name is. Now, just like we use cout, we're going to use cin. And except we're going to have these little guys. Forgot what they are called. I should really Google that. Anyways, two little reverse alligator mouse, I guess. We're going to say cin, and we're going to say name. We're going to give it the variable a name. So now what this is going to do is this is going to output cout name, and then it's going to end the line. And then we're going to take in the variable name is whatever the user inputs and then hits enter. And then we're going to just cout after that. Oop. Hello. Name. And we're going to end line there. And we're going to put a space here. So what this does is if we want to output a string, this is a string right here, which just says hello. And if we want to output something else, like the value of this variable name, which we're taking in with the cin, we're assigning the value of name. So if you want to output a string and then a variable, you just separate the two by these two extra little alligator mouse. We could also do another thing. We could say hello name. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, and then we're gonna end line. All right. There we go. I had two of them. That wasn't good. So now when we enter it and we start debugging, we're going to go ahead and see what is your name. And my name is Robert. So we're going to say, oh, yeah. So let's try it without debugging. Here we go. What is your name? Robert. Hello, Robert. Hope you're having a good day. Press any key to continue. And there you have it. So that's cin. And it works the same with string. It also works with integers. So we can say integer age. And we can say so we're going to say what is your age, and then we're going to say name, and we're going to change this to be alright, and there we go. Now if we run it again, we're going to see that there was build errors, and that would be because of this, because I didn't actually see in the name or the age. Might help. So we're saying we declared two variables here, a string name and an integer age. We say what is your name, enter in the name. Then we say what is your age, and we take in the variable for age, or we take in the user input for age, and then we just cout hello name, your age is age, and that should run. And here we go. What is your name? My name is Robert, and my age is 85. Not really, but there you go. Hello, Robert. Your age is 85. So yeah, so I want to pick up on something. Integers, the last variable we talked about, or the last tutorial we talked about floats, and I know when I first started programming, I was like, well, I'll just make everything a float. Who needs an int? But there are times when integers are very important, when you just want it to be a whole number. Like for instance, let's say someone put in, let's see here, let's F5 this again. What is your name? Is Robert, and what is your age? Well, I'm 3.5, so I'm gonna go 3.5. Well, you really have to be just 3 or 4, but you can't really be 3.5. I mean, you could be, but that's not really what we're looking for. So when we output this, it just displays it just displays 3. So it's just stored in a variable as 3. So sometimes it's good to have integers. If we wanted it to be more specific, we could have picked a float. Now, the last thing I want to teach you guys is about what we will eventually get into, which is input validation. Now, if we put in what is your name, we can put in anything here because this is just a string. But if we put in, this is expecting an integer. Now, I gave it a float, like 3.5, and the computer was fine with that. It just truncated after the decimal point. But if I were to put in my name again here, I'm going to get a runtime error. Whoa. I guess I won't get a runtime error. I just get garbage. My age is negative 858,993,460. And I guess that's probably the ANSI value, or the ASCII ANSI. That's probably the ASCII value or something. Or I don't know. I'm not sure what that is actually. But it's just garbage. So if you put garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. There's also a possibility for this age, and it was expecting an integer. There's also a possibility that you could have gotten a runtime error. So we didn't write there, but it certainly is an issue to consider. If we would have tried to compute age and compare it to another variable, I'm not sure what would happen. Probably would have got garbage, but it is always a good idea to make sure that user input validation, and we will eventually get to that. So thanks a lot for enjoying this tutorial, and look forward to seeing you.